Okay, I went fully clear the Epic Invasion. That would be the Mad Titan event that's currently going on. Thought I would give a breakdown of what I thought was fun about it, some of the things that I thought maybe could change, get a little bit better, and kind of just a general synopsis of the event itself. Now, I've heard a lot of feedback about this event, both positive and negative, believe it or not, so I'm going to go ahead and break that down right now. Okay, so here's the event. Let's talk about both the pros and cons. I'm going to try to get the negatives out of the way first so I can talk about the positives, because there's some stuff I actually really like about this event. But let's get the negatives out of the way first so that people don't think I'm just shilling or something like that. Negative number one, this is a paywalled event, no denying it. You physically cannot enter the event without certain power levels having been achieved. Meaning, if you want to full complete the event, meaning stages 4 or 5 all the way through, and you want that experience of beating, I don't mean experience in the literal term, I mean experiences in the human, like playing the game turn, you just want to see what it's like, you can't do that unless you have over 1 million power for the final stage. That is frustrating for people because they want to be able to see what the difficulty is like, they want to be able to try the difficulty, they want to be able to test their strength levels against it. Now, I can understand this, wanting to be able to test your strength and fight against it. However, to be fair, I can also in this atmosphere understand why they have done the decision they did where you have to have a certain power to get in. I'm going to explain it now. Reason being is because I am 1 million power Spider-Man, and I felt like when I completed stage 5 that I barely completed stage 5, and I definitely had to have the help of good players to beat stage 5. I think if players were going in there with 500,000 power, it would effectively be trolling the other players. I would say it would probably be still trolling the other players like 800,000, maybe even 900,000 power. Like, you have to really have some significant power because it's not easy. Now, the argument could probably be made, well, damn, couldn't they just allow you to at least go in and try it? Yeah, they probably could allow you to go in and try it somehow, okay? But they probably didn't want to implement some kind of system into the game just for that, for people to be able to sandbox mode and try it when they know for a fact that, you know, you gotta have this certain power or whatever, and then they made the lower tier ones for other people. I think that the math was actually, it's more efficient to farm one of the lower tier ones when it comes to the tokens or whatever, but I'm not 100% sure, okay? So, how do I feel about the negatives of the event? The negative is definitely one thing, which is that it is a technically paywalled event. You cannot beat it or get through and actually try the other stages without a certain amount of power. Now, is that enough to turn off the event for me? No, but there's some other things I don't like about the event as well, if we're being honest. It is fairly repetitive. Now, I've made a point in one of my other videos saying I don't mind repetitive gameplay, that I find repetitive gameplay to be at the core of a lot of MMOs. And in my personal opinion, the repetitiveness of this one isn't too bad. It does mix it up. It is sort of a boss rush at the end and a horde mode, invasions and wave thing in the beginning. It's fairly fun, so I think it is a little bit repetitive, so that is a con, but I think the repetitiveness at the moment isn't enough for me currently that I'm completely unenjoying it, if that makes sense. If it, you know, it's not 100% boring yet, but it's only been a few days in. I'm sure the repetitiveness as time goes on is going to get worse for me. Now, am I okay with the rewards? The rewards themselves basically seem completely incapable of happening for free to play unless we're talking long time Omega Flight players, then maybe on free to play, maybe Wiki Wolves and a couple of other free to play higher level players will be able to beat it. But I don't think the majority of free to play players are going to be getting the really good rewards, which means that these rewards are mainly going to be targeted at people like Dolphins and Whales. And if that's the case, then most of these rewards are things that don't matter to Dolphins and Whales anyway because they're too low tier. I think we should start having 5-star and even 6-star rewards. I don't understand why it's so difficult in this day and age on these mobile games that cost thousands of dollars, because that's what they cost. I mean, if we're being realistic here, not lying, these games cost thousands of dollars to play at a high level. And if that's what we're requiring, why not just give like some free $5 to $10 gear? Like a 5-star piece of gear is not too much to ask, especially when you consider the person needs 5 more 5-star pieces of gear that are all trash to even be able to get it to 6-star before we count about it being the right stat and before we even get into nanos. Like, it is not much to ask to get some 5-star gear, god damn it. Like, it is really, really annoying, okay? So stop with the 4 stars. Seriously. Seriously, it's trash, okay? So you put some good rewards in this, and I actually think this is a decent launch. I'm being honest, I'm not hugely salty by this one. I see a lot of hate on this one, and I think a lot of the hate on this event is because previous patch sucked, and we kind of all agreed on that. Then they came out and said previous patch sucked. Then they didn't release Magic. Then they have this update, which in my opinion isn't even that bad, but they didn't like fix the other problems of the game yet. And they're still kind of like, they're banking on their word here. Like their value, you know, their what's the word for it here? Their integrity is a little bit shifting onto the, like, what they said they're going to do versus what they're actually doing, right? The trust of the audience is eroding a little bit, is I think what's happening. So basically, in order to save it, all they got to do is start implementing and making good on what they said they were going to do, which is basically fixing the things they apologized for. That, in my opinion, is basically the majority of what's needed. Should be a fairly easy solution. And for the love of God, stop giving us shit rewards, because this could be an otherwise good event. I think this event's fine. But imagine if free-to-play could do this, like just lower the power levels, or make it where there's new tier rewards. So it's like free-to-play are going to get all the 4-star rewards, okay? Let's say that you're cool with because again, 4-star rewards are like, bro, for free-to-play, that's not game-changing. Like, it's nice and will help and make it encouraging, but it's not going to break the game to give some 4 stars to free-to-play. It's so stupid that we get to the point where it's so difficult for them to get. Just give it to them, okay? Make it easy to get so that everyone likes your stupid event, okay? Then the Dolphins and the Whales, give them 5-star stuff to chase that you know the free-to-play can't get, okay? Sure, maybe people will bitch that they don't get the 5-star stuff, okay? But then at least you give people like me something to work with, where I can be like, oh, the free-to-plays get 4-star, then we get... Because otherwise, it's like, what do you want me to do? Come out here and say that playing this every single day as somebody who spent $5,000 for a 4-star piece of gear is going to make me happy? It's just not. So I think that the end goal, it should be more obvious for the people designing this, which is that if you want people to be happy, you can make them happy in one really easy way, which is give them rewards that are just worth their time. They don't even have to be, I'm not asking for freebies for everybody all the time. You don't got to give everybody 6-star stuff right now for free. You don't have to send out compensation even. I don't care about all that. Just make the event worth doing for the average free-to-play person, okay? And by that, I mean make the 4-star very easily accessible. And then if you need a way to encourage whales, raise it up to 5-star, give them a 5-star selector. You know what? Or even put it this way, you complete this event, you get a 4-star selector for Eye of Osiris, okay? You put out this new gear and you're expecting people to pay $50,000 or whatever, you know, for this thing. Just give people a selector for one piece of Eye of Osiris. Give people at least a little bit of a taste of it or something. You see what I'm saying? There's a million ways you can go with this, guys. You don't just have to throw out this 4-star boxes over and over and over again and then sit there with Pikachu face and wonder why people are getting bored of the game. You can mix it up a little bit here, and that's what I am going to say for today. So if you're wondering my opinion on this invasion event, I actually like the event. I actually like the event. I thought it was fun. I did on the live stream. You can see in the live stream if you want the previous video. I had a good time while playing it, and I failed many times while playing it, and I found a good group, and we beat it, and it was fun. I like that. I will say, what did I get for it was basically nothing. I mean, nothing that I can tell, at least anyway. I know that I got to continue playing the event every day or something like that to get the 4-star box, but I'm just not going to do that, and I think most people aren't going to do that either. And I think that giving people significantly better immediate rewards would be good. Now, I will say there's one other thing about this event, which is that's the wrong button. Is that the other thing about this event is that it's a seasonal thing, so that there is going to be other bosses potentially, or it's just going to be the Mad Titan over and over again in different locations or something. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. If it's different bosses, that's kind of cool. I will say that the badges set in the Mad Titan event, he is bonus percentage. So if you actually look at, because I've seen people saying, well, DM, there's going to be more bosses, it's going to rotate, it's going to be like a seasonal leaderboard thing, which could be kind of cool if that is what it is. But if you actually look at the badges here, and you look at the bonuses, that says increases damage in the Mad Titan by a percentage. So I'm wondering if these set bonuses are going to be for each individual boss, because the Mad Titan is Thanos. It's not like the Mad Titan is the name of this event. That is Thanos. So we're going to have to figure out exactly what's going on with the badges there. And when you look in the collections, it didn't show other badges for other people. So maybe when the other seasons come, we'll figure out that. The other thing about the badges, because people were wondering my opinion on that, is the badges are cool if you're really about this lather grind. So I think what they're trying to do is separate a part of the game that's not PvP and kind of allow people to grind towards. And I mean, you could build badge sets and all that with real good stats to fighting this guy, and you could build the supervillain damage and all that, and you might be able to do pretty good on this. And that's where I really do see the positive side of it, which is that I've said many times on this channel that you gotta add more of the PvE side and more for the people to do that don't want to do the PvP. And I don't want to ask for that, and then when we receive that, give massively negative feedback about getting what we asked for. And in my opinion, this is pretty close to what I wanted, which is some sort of repetitive PvE horde boss type of thing. You know, I mean, we got battle challenges and other PvE stuff, I know, but this is sort of, you know, similar to what I thought we needed, some kind of PvE, something to do. And I actually do find it more enjoyable than the feedback that I've been getting recently from most people. And I think a large part of that is people are kind of getting a little bit burnt at the moment, and this isn't 100% just massive new, fresh, invigorating content, because it is a little bit of a reskin of Thanos, and then you just fight one other boss that's already in the game and stuff. And I can understand why that's frustrating, especially when the cores that drop or the badges that drop tend to not be that good. There's a pro con to these badges being like level 80, 70, 50 ones, is now because you have alts, you can actually get badges for your alts, which is kind of cool. So we can get some 4-star, 5-star badges for your alts that are like lower level ones for when you're leveling. So that is one other bonus that you get out of this. One other thing I want to mention is I was talking about wanting 5-star gear for whales and dolphins. You could say that the potential for the 5-star is here. My issue with this is in this Mad Titan collection, you have to get 24 of these, okay? And you can see here, I've gotten no reds. This is going to be hard to collect, okay? And if you do actually end up collecting it, it's not a selector, it's just a 5-star costume box. Like, you're just going to get a 5-star father. So you got to be a whale to get it, and then when you get it as a whale, it's just, okay, so we get one stifle. This isn't a regional selector or even a non-selector region. This is just garbage, is what it is. Then, same deal here, 5-star Omega card. This one's kind of cool, but we're going to get a common card. These 5-star boxes should not have common Omega cards in it, okay? This one is the best reward out of literally all of them. And it's annoying to me that they know it, because they put it as the last one. Like, they know that cores are hard to get. They know cores are bad. We know that they know cores are bad because they put this as the last one. So that's like doubly annoying for me, because we've been talking about the core system, and now we know they value 5-star cores over anything else even more so, okay? Which, by the way, I'm almost 100% positive that the reason they removed those 200 Omega point boxes that you could buy unlimited out of there for 5-star was because you could buy the 5-star cores, and 5-star cores are like the hardest thing to get in the game. I would say this thing's pretty cool because you get more bonus rewards every day, but the rewards you get, I didn't even realize I got because they're so small. It's like 1 dimension box pull, 30 particles, 50k gold. Okay, cool. I mean, here's what I think. Like, anytime you get gold, it should be a minimum of enough gold to level the ability, the last level on your character. Like, you should never receive gold from an event that's a bonus that isn't enough to even level a skill on your character at any time in the game, because I think that's stupid. That it's like, you have, like, I can't wait to level my Spider-Man's web ability, and then you're like, I just got some gold from an event. It's not enough to even level my ability. I mean, like, to me, that's dumb. So, I mean, 100,000 should probably be the minimum. And then another dumb mistake was not letting people be able to see the other day rewards. I don't know if this is because every day just kind of sucks ass, and you look at it's like 5 of these, 40 of these. I mean, I don't know if they're all kind of just bad every day, but if there is like 5-star pieces of gear or something in the last one, you should show the people so that they can get excited about it. Because if I complete literally all the missions, I get this pile of garbage common card. So I'm assuming the rest of the rewards aren't very good either, okay? I mean, the thing is, the event's not even set up bad. It's just the rewards suck. Like, it's not even that bad of a, like, the way you guys mechanically, logistically set it up, like, you enter it, you get the things, the crafting, like, I get all of that, okay? It's actually like, I don't even think that this is badly done. I think this is kind of cool, okay? This is pretty cool. We can make badges. Like, I'm not mad at this at all. I thought this was cool, okay? But what the...